It's opening night. It's opening night at Annenberg TV News. Thanks for being with us.
All of these stories and much more. It's night one of Annenberg TV News.
Students came out here today to the Long Beach State campus, all in protest of the same cause.
Local supporters who are in no way directly connected to the farm.
5,000 to 10,000 people marched here to MacArthur Park.
Here at the Port of Long Beach.
Most writers say the future of TV is in new media or TV on the internet.
For the first time in the LAPD's unfolding Rampart scandal, officers were charged with criminal misconduct.
Chief Parks has made a final appeal to the Los Angeles City Council for his reappointment.
Mudslide cascaded down this Burbank road.
Easily 6 inches of hail here.
St. Mitri is live in a dorm where entire floors of students have fallen ill.
More than 8,000 employees of the Los Angeles Unified School District could lose their jobs.
Today's robbery at University Village and last night's officer-involved shooting.
The wounded man and 3 of the suspects then fled here.
The USC community is in shock after a hit and run this weekend.
Friends and family of Adriana Bachin gathered in her hometown of Santa Barbara today.
A deadly Fulton crash killing Angels pitcher Nick Adenhart and 2 others.
Students at CSU Long Beach protested today.
UC students took over the Westwood campus.
Communication and journalism have been under the same roof at the Annenberg School, but now
journalism will no longer be the little stepchild.
President Stephen B. Sample will officially step down as the 10th president of USC.
People are now bracing for yet another storm.
The Democrats will try to pass a bill without any Republican support.
Obama arrived at LAX.
Obama just drove through right behind me.
USC will have a new president next semester.
Andy Roberts died Saturday.
A USC student is in the hospital tonight.
a freshman student is in critical condition.
1 person was killed and 44 total were injured in a bus crash earlier this afternoon.
President Obama is going to be speaking here sometime between 1:30 and 2.
You have the chance to say, yes, we can.
Guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Now the jury deliberated for about 8.5 hours.
2 engineering students are shot dead in a car right off campus.
Homicide detectives have spent all day looking for clues.
Endeavor's one and final mission is to inspire.
USC students and professors laid down next to Tommy Trojan today in support of Florida teenager Trayvon Martin.
We heard the shots go off.
4 people were shot on campus late last night.
With 3 high-profile events taking place this weekend, safety and security is a big concern.
Police are investigating the death of a Marshall student.
They believe Chris Dorner is inside.
Witnesses say Paul Walker's car came to rest.
Chemistry professor Ariel Warshall being awarded his first Nobel Prize.
The chain of survival saved Lobeda's life.
Students are actually getting to touch a preserved human brain.
Willow Bay has been named the new director of the School of Journalism.
The jury in downtown LA courtroom found him guilty of killing 2 USC students.
The opening of the new media center, it's hard not to be reminded of where this all began.
This is the very last show that will be broadcast from Studio B in the Hancock Building.
Put a handkerchief over the phone. I said, I'm a student at USC and I'm taking broadcast classes, and I think Studio B is a fire hazard.
The doors of the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity at USC are closing. California's race for governor is heading into the final week.
Today's crash was the 18th metro crash involving a car in a year.
Eloy Vasquez disappeared from the Teak fraternity house behind me.
You have to try their watches.
Where a vigil is being held for the victims. Kelly?
That's right, Ryan. I'm here at Sam Manuel Stadium where hundreds are gathering.
Tonight, millions are remembering Prince.
A teenager charged with the murder of a USC grad student is found guilty.
I'm here at the Hollywood Walk of Fame where earlier today Donald Trump's star was vandalized.
It's been a very somber day here at North Park Elementary School in San Bernardino.
Of the nearly 200,000 people that were evacuated from Orville and the surrounding towns,
Brown worked with Jean for 3 years in a neuroscience lab on campus before police say he stabbed him to death.
Students say their professor was in tears before she told them to report gunshots on campus.
Everything seems calm now. You can see students are walking in and out of the building, coming to and from class. But earlier, students and faculty were fearing for their lives. Witnesses at yesterday's concert described fleeing for safety.
I thought he was running around.
Here in Berlin, Portland, protests overnight.
Now, the t-shirts behind me detail the experiences of sexual assault survivors.
This is a spot where Pedro Reyes, a street vendor who sold peanuts and coconuts, was beaten and then robbed.
Custodians at USC marched on campus today.
This line stretched from Tommy Trojan all the way down Truesdale Parkway.
Gray Davis has won a second term as California's governor.
The day is finally here. Today is recall election day.
Time is almost up on the 2000 election. Presidential candidates have cast their ballots.
We are still without a clear winner for the next president.
We'll take you inside some of the most prominent issues in this upcoming election.
In this half hour, we'll cover some of the major propositions and the two leading candidates for California governor.
CNN has just projected that Obama has won this election.
Barbara Boxer has won the U.S. Senate race.
Jerry Brown is the projected winner.
ATVN is live across Southern California tonight for Decision 2012.
Everyone here is ready to chow down on 4 more years of Barack Obama in the White House.
Polling station for today's election.
I am an LA kid.
With just 1 week left, the candidates are out on the campaign trail.
Donald Trump has beaten the odds and become the 45th president of the United States.
I want a good future for my future children. I want a future, baby.
Tonight is the big night. We're going to take a look at some of the most hotly contested races.
At the Gavin Newsom watch party.
For the watch party for John Cox.
For Coach Hackett, it's 3 years and out.
Coach Paul Hackett was fired this morning.
Emphasized that we got way better today, and we took a step in the right direction.
We played all season was a tribute to our coaches, our teammates, our fans, and everything.
So the Trojans are preparing to defend their title as national champions.
And the Trojans dominated the Sooners from start to finish, winning their back-to-back national title and getting.
This will continue to happen for 8 more years.
Make sure to catch the Trojans in their final home game this Saturday as they take on the Fighting Irish at 5 o'clock.
Tim Floyd is still a Trojan.
The announcement comes after 24 hours of speculation.
USC women's head basketball coach Mark Track will resign.
Running back Stephon Johnson was rushed to the hospital.
The weights he was bench pressing smashed from his Adam's apple back to his bone and spinal cord.
Saturday at the Coliseum was anything but ordinary.
Now again, Coach Newhouser wanted to keep the game going, so we kept the game going. Now to USC's undefeated sports team. The men's basketball team.
Trojans had an improbable run from underdog to conference champion.
If USC released a song of their own, they could call it Mo Mayo Mo Problems.
Reggie Bush returns his Heisman Trophy.
USC has crept its way back into the rankings after an impressive win in South Bend.
It's a magical day in Dodgerland.
It's Magic Johnson. Everybody loves Magic Johnson.
He's playing his final game with the LA Galaxy.
We've got many amazing memories.
USC rolled out the red carpet for Coach Enfield.
This has been a dream of mine since I was a young child.
The USC Trojans officially introduced Cynthia Cooper-Dyke as the new head coach of the women's basketball team.
I told Lane I'd like to see him after we arrived.
It is day 1 of the Ed Orgeron era.
I want to tell you that we're here as a staff to answer the bell.
I am humbled and honored to be the head football coach at the University of Southern California.
The women of Troy are back on campus.
The women of Troy are cruising in tennis.
Fans are starting to trickle in to make their way to their seats for Kobe Bryant's final game as a Laker.
USC football hits the road once again this week, but with a different starting quarterback.
Preparing to face a really great defense in Stanford.
ESPN's College Game Day is heading up to Seattle with USC this weekend.
Talent of strong legs, quick strides really translate over to bobsled.
I try to get a workout in whenever I can.
I'm in a very unique position.
Those were some really great times.
Thank you for watching.
For everyone here at ATVN.
You can watch us on the web at atvn.org.
At uscannenbergmedia.com.
Good night.